was in the middle of the 1930s, just out of high school, and halfway through a year of many dirt storms.
There was one kind that blowed every day for days.
I still think I have an inch of dirt in my lungs from that time.
I was ready to go out and grab the world by the tail, but to my disappointment, the tail had been blown off.
April 14th. I had got up, and it was a beautiful day.
The day had been one of the better ones in a long time. Warm, clear sky, soft, gentle breeze.
The sky above was a deep cerulean blue. Only a sparsely scattered array of wiry white clouds appeared above the far western horizon. In every backyard, curtains hung freshening. On every front porch, brooms whisked and water splashed.
What a beautiful day. Next best thing to rain.
Maybe the worst is over.
We noticed that a smoky gray-blue haze hung low in the north, but as this sight was quite common in the dust years, we thought nothing of it.
I noticed in the northeast just a little something, kind of like a hill. Gradually, it just got bigger, you know? And gradually, it reached from horizon to horizon.
I dried my hands as I was rinsing out a few clothes for the children for Easter, and I went up to see what it was. I looked up, and the birds were just flying ahead, just by droves.
Rosie, come on back to the house.
Just a solid wall of dark, boiling, rolling, twisting clouds of dirt.
A lot of them thought the world was coming to an end.
That's no rain cloud.
Hurry, get inside.
We shut the door and bolted it just as a thing hit the front.
The dull yellow glow from the table looked like the last feeble rays of a two-cell flashlight with dead batteries.
Mother stuck kitchen knives in the edges of the windows to cinch them tight because they howled so loud.
We have our two babies in our arms, and finally we put claws over our faces and wet them so we could kind of breathe.
Where are you? Carol? Carol, where are you?
We could not see anyone standing shoulder to shoulder with us. We even tried waving our hands in front of our faces and could not see our hands.
One was afraid to push the button on the light switch because a spark would shoot out 3 inches.
We didn't know when the storm would leave or let up. We didn't know whether the house would still be there, or whether we'd blow away, or whether we would die. It was hours later, I think about 11:30 that night. It began to get a little lighter, and a little lighter, and a little lighter. I got to the window, and I saw stars shining, and quite a film of dust on everything. It just devastated things. For some people who had open field around their houses, it piled up 14 to 20 feet high around their homes and buildings.
The land is empty of livestock. Most of it was sold as an alternative to death in barren and waterless pastures. One sees no chickens, few hogs, hardly any cattle. There is no feed.
My brother was a little boy, and he made it through, but we had a hard time saving him. It was kind of like he got pneumonia. It was the lungs.
Some people got discouraged and left Baca County. Others left because they were hungry.
Some stayed because they couldn't afford to leave. And then some were just stubborn.
When we speak of the good old days, we don't mean the Dust Bowl days when our cattle were all dying along the fence row and our chickens all piled up by the chicken house all dead. We're talking about the love that you had for your neighbors and the concern that you had to see that everybody was taken care of.
My friends, I have been on a journey of husbandry. I went primarily to see at first hand conditions in the drought states. I shall never forget the fields of wheat, so blasted by heat that they cannot be harvested. I saw brown pastures that would not keep a cow on 50 acres. Yet I would not have you think for a single minute that there is permanent disaster in these drought regions, or that the picture I saw meant depopulating these areas. No cracked earth, no blistering sun, no burning wind, no grasshoppers are a permanent match for the indomitable American farmers and stockmen and their wives and children who have carried on through desperate days and inspire us with their self-reliance, their tenacity, and their courage.